What it do? So if you're watching on YouTube right now, double tap the screen, share the live stream. If you're watching on TikTok, whatever platform you guys are watching, engage with the live stream. Let's fucking go. We're currently live on other platforms. So for BTC, what I'm gonna tell you guys regarding BTC is like, I am still very bullish on BTC, right? No, I am still very bullish on BTC. And I believe that we're gonna be having a breakout very soon. We're gonna be having a breakout very soon. Because if you guys can look at the chart for BTC, we've been in an uptrend for a while, right from when Bitcoin was at $64,000 or so. We started pumping, right? And I caught the bottom, right? So we've been in an uptrend for a while for BTC. So what I'm thinking right now is that we are kind of consolidating over here, as you guys can see. So, and also the price is kind of consolidating around the 20 EMA, right? So very soon we're gonna be having a breakout and BTC going to like the 80s. So we're gonna watch out for next week. Share might even happen next week, right? It might even happen next week. I'm so pumped right now. Let me look at gold. So for BTC, I am still bullish on BTC. Gold is still looking bearish, man. You know, gold is still looking bearish. As you guys can see, the price is currently below all the EMAs. Price is currently below the 200 EMA, 50 EMA, 20 EMA. So it's not looking good right now. I'm still bearish. We might even fall. We might even go lower for gold, right? How about silver? Let's look at silver. Even silver too is looking hella bearish. I don't know whether you guys can see this. So from what I can see from silver right now, it's currently at $75. So it's been on a downtrend for a while. You guys can see, silver right from here. It's been on a downtrend, right? And after that, after being on a downtrend, it kind of seemed like the trend was about to reverse, as you guys can see over here. And it kind of retested the 20 EMA and it rejected that. So we might see silver even dump more, right? So gold, when it comes to commodities, gold is not looking good. Gold is looking bearish. Silver is looking bearish. Only BTC is bullish right now. So for BTC is actually bullish. But for gold and for silver, they are bearish at the moment. What about oil? Let's look into Brent's oil. Brent crude oil. Oh, Brent is still bullish. It's still bullish. And also we got into this trade. So this was one of the trade we actually crushed for Brent. We got into Brent when Brent was, I think, around $78 or so, if I can remember. And then we rode it all the way to like around, I think, $100 or so. So it's still looking bullish, And also you can see, prices is above all the moving averages, right? Above the 20, above the 50, above the 200. So for oil is still bullish. Only gold and silver are looking bearish at the moment. Just gold and silver. Back to BTC, my favorite. You guys know I'm in love with Bitcoin. I'm fucking in love with Bitcoin. I think we are still consolidating. From what I'm seeing right now, it kind of seems like this is a falling because I'm trying to like let me just show you guys this pattern. So where is the pattern I want to talk about? Yeah, falling flag. Falling flag, it goes up and then it kind of falls a little bit and then breaks out. But it's not fully falling, right? It's kind of like consolidating a little bit, right? So if this was like going down, I might be like, but it's not fully a falling flag, but it's kind of similar, it's kind of similar to a falling flag, right? But from what I can see for BTC, I still see a breakout happening for BTC. We're gonna have a breakout for sure. All right, someone is asking, do you think gold will open bullish or drop? So for gold, gold is looking bearish right now, right? Let's go back to gold. Yeah, it's looking bearish. And also, as you can see, we kind of like we were on a downtrend, and it kind of seems like gold was about to reverse. You can see it, gold was in a downtrend. It kind of seems like it's about to reverse. It kind of tested, it retested the 20 EMA and it rejected that immediately. So that's not looking good for gold. So based on what technicals is showing me right now, gold is more likely to drop, right? You know. And that was the reason why for our gold trade, we had to we had to close it because our gold trade, when we got into the trade, gold was bullish at that moment. So we hit our take profit one at 4,800. After smashing take profit one, Gold started, you know, it went from bullish to bearish, right? But that signal was still profitable, regardless of, it was still a profitable signal. Also, for those who are watching on TikTok, double tap the screen and share the live stream. Let's go. If you're watching on YouTube, tap the like button so the YouTube algorithm can actually push out the live stream. And if you guys have any question regarding the market, or if you guys have any asset class you'd like me to, do a TA on, either it's gold or either it's like silver, oil, whatever, Bitcoin, Ethereum, AMD, Amazon, Tesla, just drop it in the comment section. But I don't want to see all these random meme coins, man. If you guys are dropping, I want to see real asset classes, not just not just random meme coins, bro. All right, someone is asking what is the best crypto to trade? BTC. That's the when it comes to crypto, that's the only thing I trade. I don't trade any other crypto apart from BTC. For other cryptocurrencies, I buy and hold. I buy and hold. I just trade BTC. And the reason why I do that is like BTC controls the overall market. Whatever direction BTC is going, every other crypto follows suit. If BTC is pumping, crypto starts pumping too, and BTC starts dumping, same shit, right? So that's why I focus on BTC. Level sports, how much you make BTC. For BTC alone, when it comes to trading, so right now I do have about 7 figure portfolio, but I didn't start with 7 figures, right? When I first started was like I've been doing this shit for 10 years. I started back in 2015. So when I first started, I didn't have much capital because I was a student. I was still going to school. So back then when I was a student, I was like, I think after the 2017 bull run, market crashed. BTC crashed all the way to like $3,000. I was broke as fuck as a student, but the little money I had, I was just buying cryptocurrencies, right? But cryptos were cheap back in the days. And then when the bull run came in 2021, that was when I made fuck ton of money. And from there I started like, doing leverage trading, making my money rise. So I've been doing this shit for a while. All right, Amy said I have a sell trade on BTC currently on a loss. Should I close it? Why would you be on a sell trade for BTC? Let me pull up BTC right now. I told you guys that BTC is still looking bullish. So that's BTC right now. You know, you can see like this big fair value gap right here, right? We do have like a massive fair value gap, and not just that. At the same time, let me just put this down a bit. At the same time, you can see BTC is currently ranging right now. It's not even, I feel like right now I can see a falling flag. I feel like it has kind of turned into a falling flag. So that's a falling flag right here. So it's kind of turning into a falling flag, right? And a falling flag, whenever you guys see a falling flag, that's a bullish signal. It means like it's about to go up. And apart from the falling flag, you can see we are kind of ranging around the 20, no, around the 20 EMA. Even if we break below the 20 EMA, the 50 EMA is another strong support we can be ranging, we can bounce, we can hit and bounce back. So BTC is looking bullish right now. I wouldn't be opening a sell position for BTC at the moment. I wouldn't be shorting BTC. I'll be dropping another signal for my group. So I've prepared the signal. So for those of you who are in the Discord, I have the signal ready, and we're gonna be longing BTC, right? But I'm just waiting for more confirmation before I drop the signal. Because you guys have seen my signals so far. I haven't lost any trade. And I want to keep it that way. I don't want to lose the next signal that I'm gonna drop. The signal is already ready, but I'm gonna like do more analysis just to make sure that the signal is gonna hit when I drop it on the Discord. All right, Jerry's asking Q3 Bitcoin prediction. So when it comes to Bitcoin prediction for Q3 is looking bearish to me. So for Q2, as you guys can see for Q2, we've been making higher highs and higher lows. BTC has been in an uptrend for a while, as you guys can see. That's BTC. It's been in an uptrend for a while, right? Higher highs, higher lows, you know. And that's why I told you based on this uptrend, because whenever we're in an uptrend, you don't want to fight against the trend. I see BTC actually breaking $80,000 sometime soon, you know. It might happen next week or so, but the breakout is actually programmed. So Q2 is actually very bullish for me. And maybe when the market keeps on pumping, we might go to like I feel like if the market is to top before we go down in Q3, maybe it might be around that 85 or 90. But for Q3, if you have to talk about Q3, Q3 is looking bearish to me. Q3 and Q4 is looking bearish to me. And that's based on the previous cycle, right? But as things go, you know, things might change. You never can tell. But right now, I am still bearish. Right, level spot is asking, do you trade on prop or live accounts? I trade on live accounts. I don't see the need. So me using a prop firm means like if I don't have enough money, I go with prop firm. But I've made fuck ton of money in crypto, so I don't see the need of trading their money when I can trade my own money. And also, I do futures. And one thing I like about futures, even though you don't have enough money, even though you have $100 and you're using a 10x leverage, you can open a position of $1,000, you know. So I prefer trading with my own money. And also my students, I tell them like, you know, it's better for them to like, you know, learn with their own money, right? So, and with futures, once you understand leverage, you'll be fine. Somebody said, I think we'll be seeing $90,000 Bitcoin soon. I think that's possible though, because based on this uptrend, like we've been in this uptrend for a while. That's from like around beginning of April. Because I can remember I told you guys Q2 is gonna be bullish. I kept on saying this. And what happened in the beginning of April? Bitcoin went parabolic. Bitcoin kept on breaking multiple, you know, keep on higher highs and higher lows, right? It's been in an uptrend right from when I predicted it from beginning of April. So my next prediction for BTC right now, I see BTC breaking 80s very soon. You know, with this ranging we are doing, very soon we're gonna have a breakout. I want to break into the 80s. Even $90,000 Bitcoin is actually possible, right? But for 100k Bitcoin, I don't know whether we're gonna touch 100k in 2026, man. I will keep it real with you. I don't know whether we're gonna touch 100k. Or level sports that I'm interested in learning crypto. Do you teach? Yes, I do teach. So if you want to learn crypto, you can actually join the academy, right? So from my academy, for those who are watching on YouTube, if you go to my YouTube profile, you can click on this link. It takes you directly to my academy. And for those who are watching on TikTok, if you go to my TikTok profile, you can click on the link on my TikTok profile. It takes you directly to my academy. So in my academy, we trade stocks, crypto, and commodities. And when you enroll into the academy, you're gonna have access to futures swing trade signals for stocks, crypto, and commodities, futures trading education, market updates, mentorship, which you're looking for, daily live streams plus live Q&A, fundamental and technical analysis, and then fitness and wellness program. And for all these benefits, that's only $50 a month. So I made it very affordable. So if you guys actually want to learn how to trade and become profitable, you know, you can join. And all my signals so far have been profitable. Is it 50% off? Yeah, it's 50% off at the moment. So initially it was $100 a month, but it's still at 50% off right now. But I'm thinking about increasing the price to $100 very soon. But what's going to happen is like when I increase the price, if you're already in the academy, your price stays at $50. It doesn't change. The only time your price changes is like when you cancel, you leave, and you try to come back. That's when you pay $100. But if you remain in the academy, your price stays at $50. And all the signals, you might be new to my live stream, but you might ask the OGs that have been watching lately. All the signals we've been going through, they've been profitable. Even our gold signal that didn't actually play out as we expect, gold was actually profitable too. Visionary said Bitcoin is really in a good zone, 1000%. And that's why someone told me they shorted Bitcoin. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Someone was shorting Bitcoin. Guys, before you guys go long or short, you guys gotta You have to analyze the market to see what the market is telling you first before you go long or short. Because right now you can see we are in an uptrend. And what did I tell you guys? Never fight against the trend. Whenever you guys see an uptrend and you're fighting against the trend, it's like you are swimming against the current. You are swimming right now, the current is coming this way, and you are swimming against the current. So never fight against the trend. So that's one of the confluence I found in an uptrend, and the person was shorting it. Another confluence I can see right now, price is currently above the 20, 50, and the 200 EMA. When price is above the 200 EMA, you are more likely to long. When it's below the 200 EMA, you are more likely to short. And also you can see like we had like, you can see this big fair value gap over here. We had like a massive fair value gap, which you guys can see right here. And after the fair value gap, what is currently happening right now, we are ranging. Even if we are to drop a little bit, maybe we might touch back that fair value gap and then, keep on pumping, right? So everything about BTC is looking bullish right now. So I don't see the reason why someone is going to be shorting BTC when everything about the TA, about the technicals is saying bullish, you know, unless all these fucking criminals manipulate the market to make it go in the opposite direction. But right now, based on TA, everything is looking bullish at the moment. Hash is asking, will BTC hit its $1,000? Yeah, it's gonna hit its $1,000, and that's one of our take profits for BTC. Because the next signal that I'll be sharing with my Discord members, that will be BTC signal. So one of our take profit is gonna be around that $79,000. Another take profit is gonna be around that $81,000. Maybe the last one is gonna be $83,000 or so. I'm still working on the signal. I'm still doing my analysis. So I'll be dropping the signal either today or tomorrow, but this weekend for sure. So for the students in the Discord, you guys should get ready. All right, Level Sport said I have a question. How much do I need to invest? When it comes to investments, you need a lot of capital. When it comes to trading, you don't need that much capital for trading, right? And also, if you're starting with trading, I don't even suggest you to start with so much capital. You can start with $50. You can start with $100, right? The lesser the capital, the better, because you're doing trading, you're doing futures, and at the same time, you're using leverage. So even though you're using $50 to trade, and you're using 20 years leverage, you can open a position of $1,000, and that's the power of leverage, right? Like there is something I've done before. I've turned $100 to $1,000 just doing futures. And also, if you guys want to see that again, maybe we start doing like a challenge, maybe $100 to $1,000 challenge. If you guys want me to start doing it, we can start doing it. Maybe we try to like turn $100 to 200, from 200, 300. We keep on growing it until we hit $1,000. Visionary trader said, I think waiting to see what will happen will be great. Yeah, so visionary, that's the reason why I haven't dropped the signal. Because I'm just waiting for BTC just to see what's gonna happen, before I drop the signal, right? So we might even pull back more before the next leg up. So that's why I'm trying to get a perfect entry. So if I see a perfect entry right now, I will be dropping the signal for my students. So, and that's why I tell you guys sometimes waiting is the best. Don't try to like force a trade. I'm just waiting right now. I like that comment. Jaden is asking New York time high soon for BTC. A breakout is happening soon. A breakout into the 80s is happening soon for BTC. Like I've been analyzing this chart, man, even before I hopped onto my live stream early in the morning. I did two live streams today. I did one in the morning time, and before I came in the morning time, I was looking at the chart. I was like, I don't know whether you guys are seeing what's happening with BTC, but we're gonna be having a breakout very soon, man. And that's why I'm trying to long a position, but I'm trying to find a perfect entry before I enter this position and then go for this breakout. David is asking long. Yeah, you are more likely to, based on the current state of BTC, long in the market is like a smarter decision to do compared to shorting. Everything about the market right now is saying long. Let's fucking go. Also, for those who are joining for the first time on YouTube, we do this every day. So my live streams I do it 7 days a week. And right now I'm beginning to do it twice a day. One in the morning time around 9 a.m. Another one in the evening time around 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 days a week. So if you're joining for the first time and you don't want to miss out on any of my lives, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. And if you're new to trading and you like to learn about trading, you can join the academy via the link on my bio. So it takes you directly to my academy. And also for those who are watching on TikTok to double tap the screen, share the live stream. Let's go. And if you're joining for the first time, make sure you follow and turn on your notification bell. And whatever platform you guys are watching, because I'm live on all the platforms, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, Facebook, X. So, and I can be reading all the comments at the same time. So I'll be focusing on YouTube comments and I'll be focusing on TikTok comments. So if you guys are watching on other platforms and you have a question, come over to YouTube and ask. Right, Masha said today is my first day. Nice, welcome. Right, Mahisha is asking, what is your lifetime every day? So I do two live streams every day. So one is in the morning time around 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Another one is in the evening time, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And the reason why I did it that way might be sometimes in the morning time, for me, might be in the evening, or people might be sleeping. And maybe in the evening, people, so that's why I did it. So if you can attend the morning live stream, you can actually attend the evening live stream, right? Somebody said I should look at the daily time frame. It's purely a downtrend. So right now I'm currently using the 4 hour candle. So based on the 4 hour candle right now, it's looking bullish. Let's look at the daily because whenever you guys are analyzing charts, you want to look at multiple time frames, right? Who said the daily is looking bearish? This shit is not looking bearish, bro. I'm currently on a daily right now. It's not looking bearish for BTC, you know. So I am still bullish. I am still bullish on BTC. There is nothing bearish about it right now. There is nothing bearish about it at the moment. It's just like the only thing I'm seeing right now, based on the daily, price is below the 200 EMA. Based on the daily, right? So if price is below the 200 EMA, it's kind of like, it's a bit bearish, right? So that's the only thing I'm seeing right now, price being below the 200 EMA. But as a swing trader, I like to swing trade with a 4 hour time frame. So I don't like to swing trade with a daily. I'm a swing trader, right? So I like using 4 hours to do my swing trade. David is asking, are you going long now? I'll be going long, but not now. So I'm waiting for confirmation before I go long. Like I have the signal ready, I have everything ready, but I'm trying to get a perfect entry because I'm not trying to buy, even though I know that we're gonna have a breakout and that BTC is gonna break out to the 80s. I don't want to fucking buy at $77,000, man. I want to see what I can get it at 70, 76 or 76,500. I'm trying to get like a very good entry. So that's why I'm not trying to I'm not trying to enter right now. And sometimes I might be waiting for a good entry and the shit just fucking blows up and breaks out to the 80s. Shit has happened to me multiple times too. So I gotta be cautious too so I don't get left behind. Someone is asking, do you trade forex? No, I don't know. I don't do forex. I only do futures. That's the only thing I do. And visionary trader said, just be careful with buying because we're on a higher time frame resistance and the market is already feeling exhausted. Um, Even though I don't think the market is feeling exhausted right now. So what is currently happening right now is ranging. Market is ranging at the moment, as you can see. So initially we had like this fair value gap. You guys can see BTC pumping all the way to like $79,000, and after that we kind of like we kind of pulled back a bit. But right now we are ranging at the moment, as you guys can see, right? So I don't see BTC. Yeah, we are ranging at the moment. I don't see BTC dropping anytime soon. Even if we are to drop, we do have like multiple supports, and I will show you guys right now the level of support we have. So first of all, you guys can see one of the supports around here. So around here right now, we've touched here multiple times, right? Around that $77,000 area, we do have a very strong support around there. Even if we break the support at $77,000, you guys can see another support. We have another support around that 73,500 or so. Even if we break it, we have another one at like 70,500. So we do have multiple supports, right? So even though Bitcoin is to break below the support, and also not only do we have multiple supports, looking at the exponential moving averages, we do have like, BTC is ranging at the 20 exponential moving average, and it's currently above the 50 and above the 200. Everything I'm seeing so far is looking bullish for BTC. You know, it's just like I'm trying to get a perfect entry. That's the only thing that is like holding me back. So if we have a major pullback right now for BTC, I'm gonna love it because that would be a perfect entry for me. I just want to see whether BTC can pull back to like maybe $76,500 or so, and from there that would be the best time to enter. Somebody said futures are closed right now, idiot. This guy is a fucking loser, bro. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know what are called perpetual futures? Perpetual futures are open 24/7. Fucking moron. All these losers that don't know anything, and they fucking come here to talk nonsense. People are laughing at you on TikTok. People are laughing at you, man. That loser that made that comment on YouTube. People are laughing at you on TikTok. Amy said, I'm in dear already. Bullish BTC is going good, 1000%. BTC is like, 1000%. You know, I might just jump into this trade, man. I've been waiting for perfect entry for a while, but I would just jump into the trade, right? Because I think we do have a very strong support around that $77,000 mark. I don't know whether I see BTC breaking below 77 anytime soon. Even if we break it, we might retest the 50 EMA. We might use the 50 EMA as a support, right? But we're gonna see. Someone is asking, do you have Telegram group? No, I don't have Telegram group though. I do have on my Instagram, I do have a broadcast channel. So if you follow me on Instagram and go to my broadcast channel, you're gonna see. Um, that's where I make updates. And broadcast channel is like Telegram. Yeah, I don't know whether you can see right here, but if you're viewing Instagram on your mobile phone, you're gonna see like what was it called? A broadcast channel, right? So from there you can actually join the broadcast. The broadcast is free. Somebody said don't enter yet. Yeah, I'm not trying to enter yet. I'm just waiting for a retest at the 50 EMA. So if we can actually retest the 50 EMA, that might be a perfect entry. Even if I enter around that 50 EMA, I won't fully enter because I like to have like multiple, what's it called? I have to I like to have DCA points. Maybe I will enter around the 50 EMA right now, and I might have my DCA one at around $75,000, and then my DCA two at around here, and then my stop loss I might put it maybe around that 72,800 or $73,000, right? So even though I enter, I'm not gonna fully enter. I will have multiple DCAs. So in case we have a major pullback or in case we have like manipulation, because in, in this game manipulation plays a role too. So in case manipulation actually happens, at least I won't get wrecked. And that's why most of my signals have been profitable because I kind of do it in a way that my signals are manipulation proof. Like how you have bulletproof right now, my signals are manipulation proof, because this market is manipulated all the time. Everything is manipulated. Bitcoin, Ethereum, S&P 500, Nasdaq, the whole market can be manipulated. All right, someone is asking how do you use EMAs? So EMAs are not that complicated to use. So the best way to use EMAs right now, for example, what I normally do with EMAs, exponential moving average. So if I'm analyzing a chart right now and I see the price of the asset is currently above the 200 EMA, that's actually a bullish signal, right? I'm more likely to long. I don't like shorting when price is above. And at the same time, if price is below the 200 EMA, I'm more likely to short, right? So you want to use it EMA as a confluence, but it's not always the same. Sometimes price might be above the 200 EMA and it does the opposite. So all these things that I'm giving you guys before you enter a trade, you want to have multiple confluences, and having multiple confluences helps you to ensure that when you enter the trade actually becomes profitable, right? For example, right now, some of this chart pattern, it might work sometimes, it might not work sometimes. So the way I use chart patterns is like if I have a chart pattern, I like to have multiple confluences too. Maybe I might draw my pattern right now. And after drawing my pattern, I'll put my exponential moving averages 20, 50, and 200. And after that, I'll put my RSI. And after that, you want to have multiple confluences, right? Don't just base your don't just enter trade based on one confluence because you see the price is above the 200 EMA and you jump into the trade. Nah, don't do that. You want to have multiple confluences, right? Somebody said nothing works when there is manipulation. 1000%. And that's the reason why some of the chart patterns we've been seeing lately, ever since, I feel like lately, most of these chart patterns haven't been working right, especially having Trump as the president. Because the way the guy was manipulating the market with his tariff, with his wars, with his so much manipulation, right? So much fucking manipulation, which fucking sucks. And also for those who are joining the live stream for the first time, if you're joining on YouTube for the first time, we do this live stream every day, 7 days a week, twice a day. One at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, another one at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So the way I normally do my live streams every day, I come live, I analyze the chart, and I tell you guys whatever direction the market is going. And after that, we then do a Q&A section like we are doing right now. So if you're just joining for the first time and you don't want to miss out on any of my lives, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. Same as TikTok. If you're just joining for the first time, you know, and you're not following, make sure you follow and turn on your notification bell too. Somebody said that man is the manipulator. One thing about Trump is even though the guy is manipulating the market, he doesn't give a fuck, bro. He doesn't give a fuck, man. Because right now for the Congress, you guys know that Congress, all this Congress, they're doing insider trading. So there was a soldier that bet on himself. I told you guys this story yesterday. There was a soldier that bet on himself capturing Maduro, and he made $400,000 on prediction market. Do you know the guy was arrested? I'm not fucking kidding you. If you guys go on Twitter right now, you're gonna find the news. The guy was actually arrested, right? So here is the news. He actually bet on himself. And he got arrested for betting on himself. Yeah, people were complaining on Twitter. Someone was like, the whole thing is rigged. US soldier gets arrested for betting on military operation. Meanwhile, insider in the Trump administration trade unprivileged information. Member of Congress do the same. The casino is open, just not for you. And that's why I'm telling you guys everything is a scam, bro. We live in a casino. Even Trump said the whole world is not a casino. That's what Trump said. The whole world is not a casino, right? Things are fucked right now, man. They can do whatever the fuck they want, but for you guys can't do it. That's how the system plays. The elites can do whatever the fuck they want, do insider trading, go to Epstein's Island, do some pedophilia shit. They view themselves as elites, right? But you guys, you can't. All right, A1 is asking what S&P 500 will do according to you at the opening tomorrow. Let's look at S&P 500. Let me go to the let me go to daily candle. And from what I'm seeing from S&P 500, this shit is looking hella bullish. And S&P 500 has been breaking multiple all-time highs. Like, and despite what's currently going on in the Middle East with this geopolitical tension happening in Iran, yet the US stock market keeps on breaking multiple all-time highs. So based on the trend, like I told you guys, the trend is your friend. Based on the trend, S&P 500 right now is in an uptrend, right? Making higher highs, higher lows. And also, as you can see, the price is currently above all the exponential moving averages 20, 50, 200. It's looking hella bullish right now. But what I'm gonna tell you guys for S&P 500, something I know for sure, it's like this shit is being artificially manipulated. The US government is like pumping the stock market to keep it afloat, so the shit doesn't collapse. And the reason why they're doing it, so people don't complain about the war that is going on in Iran, right? But I don't know how long they're gonna manipulate. They're gonna have this shit. They're gonna keep on pumping this shit. A correction is coming sometime in 2026. Massive correction. When will the correction happen? I can't tell you the time, but what I can promise you guys is like we're gonna be having a massive correction very soon for S&P 500. So if you are a trader, you can still ride with the trend, but have your stop loss because when the correction comes or the crash comes, you don't have your stop loss. Your entire portfolio is gonna it's gonna be wiped out. You know. What's up, Mark? Welcome to the live stream. Somebody said yesterday S&P 500 1.2 billion in and out almost instant. That's even nothing. Let me show you guys what else happened with S&P 500. There was like how many $1 billion swing that happened during market manipulation. So the one you saw yesterday is nothing compared to what I'm about to show you right now. So the news I kind of posted that like few here. That's it right here. Can you see S&P 500? That was like on April 23rd, 2 days ago. $800 billion was wiped out in 50 minutes, and then $480 billion was added in 24 minutes. Let's read the news so you guys can see what happened. And that's why I'm telling you guys, everything we are seeing is a fucking scam. So 2 days ago, what happened was like massive manipulation in the US stock market. S&P 500 dropped 1.24% in 50 minutes, wiping out $740 billion after Israeli media reported Iran's top negotiator Ghalibaf resigned from peace talk. Then the report was denied and S&P bounced 0.8% in just 24 minutes, adding $480 billion back. So $740 billion was wiped out on an unverified report from a single Israeli news channel, and $480 billion was added back when it was denied. So that was a $1.3 trillion swing in 75 minutes. And you tell me this shit is not scam. Guys, we are being scammed, bro. And that's what I'm telling you guys. If you're a day trader right now, how the fuck are you gonna trade this? How can you make this kind of prediction? You can't, you know. And that's why as a swing trader, I love swing trading, right? Because all this manipulation we are seeing that's currently going on in the US stock market, the only people this shit affects are day traders, bro. All these people that use all these lower time frame, day traders. But as a swing trader, I'm manipulation proof, man. Like fucking manipulation proof. Like how we have bulletproof. I'm manipulation proof. Somebody said, damn, that was fake news. Yeah, that was fake news. So these guys released fake news and then market dumps. And then they said, yeah, it was fake news. Like they said, they denied it. So when the news was like denied, market started pumping again. So the news wasn't even verified from a fake news. And $780 billion was wiped out from fake news. And another thing I'm going to mention, what did the CEO of BlackRock say? You guys know BlackRock, the biggest, these guys manage about over $10 trillion. He's the world biggest asset management firm, BlackRock. He keeps on saying that everything is going to be tokenized. And it's already happening right now. Stocks are currently tokenized. Commodities are currently tokenized. So the only thing remaining right now is real estate, for them to put real estate on the blockchain. So when real estate gets tokenized, everything will be trading on the blockchain 24/7. And the reason why these criminals are trying to like tokenize everything, so everything will be trading, so they can be manipulating the market, Because after they tokenize everything, the elites, they make the policies, they make the laws, man. So they can make the market move in whatever direction they want it to move. It's all a scam, guys. It's all a scam. And that's what is pissing me off right now, bro. And that's why I'm telling you guys, if you can find a way to cheat the system, fucking cheat the system, man. System doesn't give a fuck about you. And I don't know why you guys are giving a fuck about the system, bro. Somebody said, yeah, man, Trump is making more millions than ever. What the fuck is millions? Is not, Trump is making billions, bro. He's making billions right now. Why they manipulate the market, right? And what is pissing me off, all these Congress that are doing insider trading. These guys, I don't even know whether they can do technical analysis. But I'm spending my time here every day trying to like do analysis. But these guys, they just be trading on insider information and they're making money. Their whole system is rigged. And when it comes to paying taxes too, billionaires don't fucking pay tax. Do you guys know who pay taxes? The working class people. So billionaires don't pay tax. The poor, like the homeless, don't pay tax. They are homeless. The people that actually pay tax are all the hardworking guys, man. You guys that are within the matrix. After working your 9 to 5, working hard, making your 6 figures. I earn 6 figures. I'm like, what do you mean you earn 6 figures? You make $100,000. Government take about $45,000, and you go home with $55,000. Are you actually making 6 figures? Are you making $55,000, bro? So it's all a scam, man. It's all a scam. Somebody says stop complaining, and maybe you see you are the problem. I'm not fucking complaining. I know how to beat the system. I'm already beating the system, you know. I'm already beating the system. So, and also I've told you guys that whenever things like the game is rigged, the game is fucked up. The best way to actually play the game is to like try to figure out how to win. If you look at the chessboard right now, try to figure out how to position yourself to win. And I've already done it. I'm just telling you guys what is currently going on. But for me, I'm already beating the system, bro. Somebody said, be careful, please, on Bitcoin. No clear buzz on trend line liquidity built already at the 4 hour time frame. There might be a drop before the market continues up, right down, down, please. And that's why I'm currently waiting right now for BTC. I haven't entered the trade. I'm just waiting right now. I'm just waiting right now. So I'm still because one thing about me, for me to enter a trade, I like to wait for multiple confirmations, right? So I'll just let the trade actually, I'll just wait for a little bit more. Maybe tomorrow, if I come back tomorrow, I'm gonna see what the market is currently doing, and from tomorrow, I might enter the trade. Somebody said you ain't beating the system. You just lamenting, bro. I'm already beating the system. If I tell you guys how I'm beating the system, I know the system they're watching me. The matrix is watching me right now. If I tell you guys how I'm beating the matrix, the CIA is gonna fucking come for me, bro. Like I know how to navigate this simulation, how to navigate this false reality, how to jump around, how to quantum jump to another reality, right? Like I know how to navigate this matrix. It's just that I know they are currently watching me right now, you know. That's why I got to be careful with the things I say. If I go missing, you know, once you know too much about the system, you might go missing, bro. And I know too much. Somebody said, so can you tell us how you did it? Nah, why should I tell you guys, man? You want to get me into trouble. I told you guys if I tell you guys some of the ways of beating the system, I will fucking get myself in trouble, right? And also, CIA, if you're watching, everything that I say is entertainment purposes only. You know, it's entertainment purposes only. Somebody said they would say he unalived himself. That's how they do it. Oh, he unalived himself. Even your car right now, you know the car, whatever car you're driving, the CIA can make the car drive off a cliff. I'm not fucking kidding you. Whatever car you are driving right now, the CIA can actually make the car. They can control your car, make it drive off the cliff, right? So, so acting like you're untouchable. I'm not gonna even act like I'm untouchable because I know if they want to get me, they can get me. So that's why I'm kind of careful with the things I say. What is said, BTC trend is bullish. Yeah, it is bullish. It is bullish. But I haven't entered a trade yet. You know, I haven't entered a trade yet. I'm waiting for BTC to pull back to like around 76,500 for me to enter. That would be a perfect entry for me, right? I don't want to enter above $77,000 because I know that BTC we're gonna be having a breakout very soon into the 80s. But for me to enter this trade, I definitely want to see a breakout first, and from there I will just enter BTC. What about gold? For gold, gold is looking bearish right now. So gold is not looking good right now. It's looking bearish. So that's gold right here. So we've been on a downtrend for a while, right? We've been on a downtrend. And after that, it kind of seems like the trend was about to reverse. And we kind of retested the 20 EMA. After retesting the 20 EMA, we rejected that, as you can see. So we might even be dropping lower for gold, right? Gold is like looking fucking bearish right now. So I wouldn't be longing gold at the moment. Someone is asking what stocks should I swing trade? If you want to swing trade, maybe you can swing trade S&P 500 because S&P 500 on hyperliquid, it does have a 50 years leverage. I'm not telling you to use 50 years leverage. I'm just telling you that it has like a very big leverage compared to like regular stocks on hyperliquid. Regular stocks on hyperliquid might be having like 10x leverage, you know, little leverage, right? So if you want to swing trade, hop onto S&P 500 or Nasdaq. Everyone said gold, 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 gold is manipulated. Conductor. Someone is asking, time frame is not showing in your chart. So I feel like my computer is so big. If I show you guys my entire screen, you guys won't fully see the chart, you know. So the time frame I'm currently on right now is on a 4 hour candle. And if I try to show you guys the time frame right now, I don't think, yeah, if I try to do it, I think that you guys won't be seeing my screen properly. Someone is asking, can you show PNL? I don't mind showing it, but the problem, because I told you guys, the reason why I trade on Hyperliquid is to stay anonymous, you know. Like I'm looking for ways to beat the system. And if I show this right now, Like if I show you guys how much money I have right now, that's me implicating myself for no fucking reason. I don't know what you guys get. So I'm trying to beat the fucking system. I'm not saying I don't pay my tax. I pay my tax in full, but I don't just want to like, bring unnecessary. Yeah, somebody said they are watching. Yeah, they are watching. So I don't want to bring unnecessary problem for myself, bro. And for those of you that want to beat the system, trade on hyperliquid, bro. You guys are gonna trade. Nobody knows you're trading. You can make $100,000 on hyperliquid. You're anonymous. Nobody knows you, right? And also, if hyperliquid is not working in your country, something you can do is like you can use a VPN. Because right now it's not working in America. If you're living in the United States, it doesn't work. Because Uncle Sam wants your tax money, right? No matter what, Uncle Sam really wants that money. So if you guys are living in the States, just put your location somewhere in Europe. If you put your location somewhere in Europe, you can start trading on Hyperliquid. Someone is asking Hyperliquid. So what is Hyperliquid? So Hyperliquid is a decentralized platform for trading. It is a decentralized platform for trading. And also another thing I'm going to mention about Hyperliquid. Before Trump makes an announcement, there is a well on Hyperliquid that was opening like, positions of like, $450 million, big positions, right? They were predicting the market before like 5, 10, 15 minutes before Trump makes an announcement. And when the market drops, the well makes money. Who's the well? That might be either Trump or Baron Trump or Eric Trump. Someone from Trump family is definitely doing that. You know. And that's why I'm telling you guys the game is rigged. The game is rigged. And if you can figure out a way to beat the system, fucking do it. You guys can see the Congress, they do insider trading. Nobody gets in trouble. But a soldier, here is the news again. A soldier fucking did insider trading. Yeah, a soldier, US soldier, was arrested for betting on military oppression. Congress can do it, it doesn't matter. Trump can do it, it doesn't matter. But as a peasant at the bottom, why the fuck are you gonna make $400,000? Because the soldier, they see him as peasant. His job as a soldier is to go and die. Guys, this is how the elites view you guys, man. The elites view you guys as disposable. How am I gonna say it's like something they can dispose. They use you, they dispose you. So this US soldier, they see him as like, your job is to go and fucking die. So why the fuck are you gonna be betting on making $400,000? He was arrested for betting on himself, right? System is rigged, man. System is fucking rigged. So if you find a way to cheat the system, fucking do it. Fuck all this. I'm gonna be a good citizen. I love my country. The person that runs your country doesn't give a fuck about you, man. Pedophiles are running your country, man. That's what I'm gonna tell you guys. If you guys are trying to be like, I love my country, pedophiles are running your country. Someone is asking, what's your win rate? So as a swing trader, I do have a very high win rate, 80% and above. You know, 80% and above as a swing trader. But most of my signals lately have been profitable, like 100% of them. And I can show you real quick for anybody who's doubting my level of win rate. So these signals I'm gonna show you guys are the signals I share with my students and my Discord. So we're gonna go through it one after the other. And you guys are gonna see how profitable the signals are. Like every signal that I dropped was profitable, like all of them. So I'm gonna start with Bitcoin. So that was ending of last month. That was March 29 on Sunday when I dropped BTC. It was at 66,400. Entry was between 65,800 to like $66,000. And it kind of touched our DCA1 and then it went to TP1, TP2, TP3. So this trade was like perfect. It was a perfect setup. And the risk to reward ratio was 1 to 4. 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. So we crushed on this trade. And also, whenever we hit, after that, we dropped a gold signal. So this gold signal was profitable, but it didn't actually play out as we expect. So for the gold signal, it touched our TP1, but it didn't touch TP2 and TP3 because gold went from being, so gold went from like, it went from being bullish. It went all the way to like bearish, right? So that's the reason why we had to like close this signal, but it was still profitable. After gold, another signal we dropped was Brent oil. So Brent oil signal, it was profitable. Another one after Brent was, I think, was WTI. So WTI was the latest one we dropped. We smashed all our take profits. So all the signals we've had so far, like 100% of them, we are profitable. Like not 90%, not 95%, but actually 100% of the signals. You know. Any other question for me, guys? Somebody said, "Do you do copy trading?" No, I don't do copy trading. And also, I don't. Even though you guys join my Discord, I don't suggest you guys should do copy trading. I want you guys to learn how to trade. You know. So my signals right now, the problem with my signals is that my signals are so accurate, they are so profitable that you guys are gonna start copying me instead of learning how to trade. So my signals are good, they are very profitable, but I don't want you guys to be just copying randomly, right? I want you guys to learn how to trade. Somebody saying, why is Trump not in trouble? Trump cannot be in trouble, bro. The guy is a fucking narcissist. You don't see Trump like his narcissistic tendencies, man. And right now, America is family business, man. He runs America like family business. And his kids, he's been giving his kids contracts and deals. And the more I figure out how the world works, the more pissed I get. Like, I get so fucking pissed, right? To figure out how the real world actually works. And they just want you guys to be at the bottom to like, yeah, just be at the bottom, be miserable. That's all they want. Be at the bottom and be miserable, right? They can do, they can be doing the insider trading, but you guys can't fucking do it. And all these elites, do you guys think they pay tax? Someone like Trump, do you think Trump pays tax? You guys, hardworking people, you work hard, you go to your 9 to 5, you bust your ass and make 6 figures. Your $100,000, they take $45,000 and they give you $55,000 to go home with. And the worst part about the $55,000 they give you with, after taxing your money, if you go to grocery to buy something, you pay tax. Everything you do, you pay tax. On the morning they've already taxed. I don't know whether you guys are getting this scam, bro. I don't know whether you guys haven't figured out that taxes are scams. After they pay your salary, they take tax. You go to the shop to get something, you pay tax. You do this, you pay. Everything is tax. The only thing you don't pay tax for is the air we breathe, oxygen. And if the government can figure out how to tax this air we breathe, they're gonna fucking do it. That's the only thing we don't pay tax for, bro. Which fucking sucks. Someone is asking how to determine when to enter a trade. So for you to enter a trade, I like having multiple confluences before I enter a trade, because sometimes people just enter trades randomly. Like right now, for BTC, for example, right now. So if I'm thinking of whether to long or short BTC, first of all, what is the trend? What is the trend right now? Market is still in an uptrend, right? We've been in an uptrend for a while. And also, where is the price currently right now? Price is above 20, 50, and 200 EMA. That's bullish. All right, what else can I see? I can see another support around here, around 77,000. That was a strong support. And BTC has been bouncing around that support multiple times. What else can I see? BTC consolidating around the 20 EMA. So we do have like, very strong support around here. So based on what I can see so far for BTC, a better trade is going to be to long compared to shorten because you don't want to fight against the trend, right? But finding a perfect entry, if you want to find a perfect entry, using a lower time frame is better. It kind of helps you to like, find a perfect entry. So higher time frames like the 4 hour, the daily, it helps me to see like the overall structure of the market, the overall picture, where the market is heading to, whether it's trending, whether it's like ranging or trending, right? And when I enter a position, I then use what's it called? When I want to enter a position, I use the lower time frame. Let me just block this loser that looks like Osama bin Laden. Right, blocked. I don't have time for losers, bro. I don't know his name, Shuab, Goab, or whatever you call it. Any other question for me, guys? Let's continue. Osama bin Laden has been blocked. Someone is asking what broker is this. So what you're seeing is not a broker, it is trading view. That's what you're seeing right now. But for what I trade with Hyperliquid. Somebody said you're already doing climate change. Guys, climate change is a scam, bro. All this shit you see they call climate change is a fucking scam. These billionaires they do climate change and at the same time you see them flying their private jets, you know. Guys, you guys are being scammed, man. Like I can see the matrix. Like the universe has opened my eyes. I can see the matrix for what it is. Right. So everything is all a scam, bro. And also for those who are joining the live for the first time, if you're joining on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. And for those who are joining on TikTok for the first time, make sure you hit the follow button too and then turn on your notification bell. And if you guys want to learn about crypto, the best place to find me, for those of you that want a one-on-one mentorship, so go to my Instagram and DM me profit. If you want to learn trading and you want more of like a one-on-one mentorship, just go to my IG and DM me trading. And for those that want to join the academy, you can go to like godoffinanceacademy.com and you can actually join the academy from there. Someone is asking TradingView, can I download it on Play Store? Yes, you can. TradingView is on Play Store. Somebody said, please check Ethereum. Let's check Ethereum. I've told you guys the reason why I don't like looking into every other cryptocurrencies because BTC controls everything, right? Whatever BTC is doing right now, Ethereum is more likely to follow suit. But let's just pull up Ethereum. So initially, Ethereum was in an uptrend, but I think Ethereum has broken its trend. It has broken its trend. So from what I can see so far right now, it's ranging at the moment. It's ranging at the moment. And not only that, price is above the 200 EMA, which is good, but it's currently below the 20 and 50 EMA. So for the person asking about Ethereum, it all depends whether you want to like, whether you are trading Ethereum or whether you want to buy it for long term. Right? But what I can tell you, what I've noticed so far, the reason why I don't like analyzing every other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Solana, SRP is because this BTC you are seeing, it controls everything, right? So Ethereum might be looking bearish right now, and all of a sudden Bitcoin starts pumping. Ethereum follows suit. So that's why I trade only BTC, because I know it controls every other stuff. Right, someone is asking a link to my Telegram. So for those of you that want to find me on Telegram, so if you go to my YouTube profile, think you can see my Telegram on YouTube. So click on links. You're gonna see a link to my website, God of Finance Academy, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, my Telegram. So if you go to my YouTube profile and click on this, it sends you to my Telegram. So if you guys have any question regarding, if you guys have any question, you can just shoot me a message on my Telegram too. All right, Enigma said, I'm embarrassed to admit I'm barely getting into stocks at the age of 39. I'm gonna watch a bit and try to learn. There is nothing wrong in you shouldn't be embarrassed. At least you got into stocks. There are people, they live and die. They don't even do stocks, right? They keep on slaving their 95. At least you are aware. You are beginning to learn right now. So there is nothing wrong with it. Even back then, there was a guy that I knew. There was a guy that I knew back then. When I met him, he was 36. He got into stocks at the age of 36. He was late, but he learned pretty quickly and he was killing it. So even though you are late, you can still learn it within 1 year and become profitable, right? So you shouldn't beat yourself that much. So far you got into it. Ameva is asking, is it paid or free? So for my academy, it's not free. How can the academy be free, bro? You guys want to have access to my academy, have access to my signals, have access to my mentorship. Why the fuck is it going to be free? But I made it super affordable though. So even though you are broke, you can still afford it. So that's why I made it $50. So that random OnlyFans chick page you want to subscribe, instead of, spending $50 on OnlyFans, spend that towards your future so you can level up. So I want to say, why the god of finance, fam? Because I'm the god of finance. That's why, you know. When you are the best, you gotta know you are the best. You don't have to guys, if you are the best at doing something, there is nothing wrong in taking pride in what you do and be like, I'm the best, I'm the shit. I've been doing this shit for like more than 10 years right now. I can't be coming here being humble. I gotta take pride in my work. And that's why I do offer you guys the best value, because I'm proud of what I'm doing. I'm proud of myself. Enigma said, um, I'm 1300 in 8 at the moment, maybe 18 last 3 days, but made the first 15 with the first 400. You see, you are making money already, bro. Congrats. That's what I like to hear. So far, you are making money already. Keep killing it. But something I'm gonna mention to you, Enigma. So you are making money right now. In this game, risk management is key. You know, risk management is actually key, because one thing about risk management, even though you're making money right now, you might get too overconfident, right? And you might be like, you know what? I figured it out. Shit happened to me too when I first got into trading. I was making money so quick. I was like, you know what? I figured it out. By the time I knew what was happening, I started blowing accounts. So having your risk management, that's the best advice I can ever give you. You know, making money is good, but risk management is better, because when you blow your account, all the hard work you did in making all this money will be gone. Thank you, brother. You're welcome. All right, let's go through some of the comments on TikTok. I've been focusing on YouTube for a while. All right, Amran is asking, best advice can you give for beginners? I would still say the same advice I give to him is like risk management. And the reason why I keep on stressing on risk management is because in this game, making money is not hard, but keeping the money you've made is the hardest part, because sometimes after we make, like, you might have $100 right now, you turn your $100 to $1,000. And from there, you want to even take more risk. You are like, I figured it out. I turned $100 to $1,000. And you try to turn the $1,000 to $10,000 and you lose the $1,000. I've seen this shit happen multiple times. Even back in the 2021 bull run, there was a guy that I know when Bitcoin was breaking multiple all-time highs. This guy was trading with leverage. And the guy, so for his BTC, he grew his account from $5,000 to $100,000. I'm not fucking kidding you. So there was a time in which Elon Musk announced that Tesla will no longer be taking Bitcoin. That was in 2021. I feel like the OGs might remember this. Elon Musk announced that Tesla will no longer be accepting Bitcoin, and Bitcoin crashed, and the guy's account was wiped out. Like his account was liquidated because he had no risk management, right? So having your risk management in place is very, very important. Body, I like your comment. Body said risk management is what causes most traders to lose money. Make sure before trading to work on risk management first. That's the first thing you need to work on. Not second, but first. You know, I like that comment. Guys, there is nothing worse than you've made so much money in trading and you blew the account in a day. I've seen this shit happen in a day. I've seen people that have been trading for years. All of a sudden, market goes in the opposite direction, or a market crash happens, or a bad policy happens, and they blow the account. So that's why that is very, very important. Somebody said BTC is dumping down. BTC is still above $77,000. We do have a strong support around here, like I told you. If BTC is if BTC goes down, that's even better, you know. Because if BTC starts going down right now, it's more likely to turn into a bull, a falling flag, right? You guys can see a falling flag. We kind of pumped first and we kind of put back and then a breakout, bullish up. So even though it goes down, so we have this. If it goes down right now, it's more likely to align with this pattern, with this falling flag. But I don't just trade chart patterns, right? I do have like other confluences. Whenever you're trading, you want to have multiple confluences before you enter a trade. All right, Jay is asking, what are some examples of risk management? That's a very good question. For example, right now, your stop loss. If you're entering a position right now, you don't have your stop loss, you know, you're gonna lose a lot of money. So always have your stop loss in place. Another good example of risk management is like whenever you're entering a trade, you don't want to go all in at once. Let me just show you guys example of like risk management from one of our signals. And you guys can see like my thinking pattern on how I take trades so I don't blow accounts. Because these are the signals I share with my students, and I want to see them become successful, right? I'm not gonna share a signal they will buy right now, blow their fucking accounts. So that's why I kind of like position myself in such a way that my signals are always profitable. So that was BTC future swing trade signal. We are using 5 to 10x leverage. For the students, I kind of recommended them around 5s leverage. So 5s leverage for the students. So when I called this, BTC was around 66,400. And then that was our entry zone. So I didn't try to enter BTC at around here. I was waiting for it to pull back to the price I like. So when it pulled back to here, we entered BTC. But one of the risk management strategy I actually implemented was like never going all in at once. So I had like multiple DCA levels. So let's say, for example, right now I have like $1,500. I want to enter this trade with $1,500. Instead of putting $1,500 at the entry, I'm gonna put like $500 now. I'll put $500 at this A1 and then $500 at this A2. What this does, it brings my average price down, you know. And also, I do have my stop loss too because sometimes if it keeps on dropping, it might get messy, right? So you want to have your stop loss in place. So when this trade started pumping, I made fuck ton of profits. But your DCA level is like very, very important. Like, whenever you're trading, you don't want to go all in at once. You always want to like, scaling slowly. That's the best way to do it. And that's the reason why for my gold signal, so another signal that I gave was gold. Even though this signal didn't fully play out, it was still a profitable signal. So my signals are given in such a way that even though my signals don't fully play out as we expect, they will still be profitable. That's always been my goal to make sure that my signals are always profitable. That's the way I like giving signals. Any other question for me, family? I want to ask him, what was your biggest loss and biggest profit in one trade? For losses, I've made like over 50,000 dollar losses, bro. Like I've made like huge losses. I didn't just become profitable that I didn't just become profitable all of a sudden. I've made like huge losses, right? But for my biggest win in a trade, it was about $100,000, about six figures. But for that trade, I was holding that trade for a long time. I started winning so much. I started becoming consistent on my trading when I started doing swing trading. Because as a day trader, when I was doing day trading that time, trading lower time frames, there was so much noise, and that was the reason why chart patterns and so many things weren't fully working out for my day trading, right? Even though I was still making money, but it wasn't sustainable. But when I moved over to swing trading, I became super profitable, like heavily profitable. You know, and my win rates right now is like 80% minimum. That's on the worst case scenario, 80%. With Jay is asking, thank you. How about platform you're using and what is the best one? If you want to analyze your chart, the best platform for analyzing your chart is known as TradingView. So TradingView is the best for analyzing charts. And when it comes to trading, I use Hyperliquid. And I told you guys the reason why I like Hyperliquid. The system have been cheating us for a while. So right now is our turn to cheat the system. So that's why I like this platform, bro. You can make as much money as possible. Nobody fucking knows you, bro. Nobody fucking knows you. And that was the reason why Uncle Sam banned Hyperliquid. So if you live in America right now, it doesn't work in America because Uncle Sam banned it. They won't die your fucking tax money, right? But you can use a VPN. Hope I'm not getting myself in trouble with all the shit I'm saying, bro. Because they might be watching me right now and be like, who the fuck is this guy? You're teaching people how to, like, everything I'm saying is for entertainment purposes only. I'ma put it out there, bro. So for anybody who's watching, if you're watching entertainment purposes only, I'm fucking playing. Someone is asking, so you give us signals? Yeah, I do give us signals. But I don't want you guys to copy my signals blindly. I want you guys to learn how to trade. That's the best way to become a good trader. Because you guys might be following my signals and you guys are gonna be like, man, these signals are very good. Why the fuck am I gonna like try to learn trading? So try to like actually, learn how to trade. All right, Davis, how do you spell hyperliquid? Let me type it for you. Hyperliquid. So that's the spelling of hyperliquid right now. I just typed it on the comment section. And also for those who are joining the live for the first time, if you're joining on YouTube, we do this 7 days a week. So every day I come live, we analyze the market. And after analyzing the market, I tell you guys whatever direction, the market is going to go. And once we are done with that, we then do a Q&A section like we are doing right now. So if you're just joining for the first time and you don't want to miss out on any of my lives, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. And if you're new to trading and you'd like to learn about trading, you can actually DM me profit on Instagram. So that's my Instagram. Go to my Instagram, the God of Finance, and then DM me profit. And once I'm done with the live stream, I'll get back to you. Somebody said Hyperliquid is definitely a scam, bro. How the fuck do you know Hyperliquid is a scam when you haven't used it before? I tell you, the president himself trades on Hyperliquid before he makes a policy. Him, the president too, trades on Hyperliquid, and you think it's a scam? Hyperliquid is a legit exchange. It's been there for a while. It is legit. S- Somebody said Trump uses VPN. Trump, Trump uses VPN, bro. Before he makes a policy, he connects his VPN, connects his hyperliquid. Guys, Trump does this shit. I'm not fucking kidding you guys. He does this shit. Connects his hyperliquid, connects his VPN. Yeah, we're gonna tariff China and the market dumps. He opens a position, right? We are being scammed with all this fucking system, bro. Fucking matrix. Everything you see on the news, fucking fake. Fake news. The news is more of like their propaganda machine. They use the news to brainwash you guys, man. If you guys actually figure out how the world works, like if you guys can see what I can see, you guys are gonna be pissed. You guys are gonna be fucking pissed, man. Because me, I can see everything clearly. What's currently going on within this matrix? I can see everything, bro. And the more I see this shit, it triggers me, bro. And when it comes to rules, the elites can do whatever the fuck they want. Like they don't get in trouble. And how you guys are gonna know it's like the Epstein's file. That's the biggest confirmation. These people were fucking kids. Not only fucking, they were torturing kids. And yet, all of them went scot-free. Nobody, apart from, what's the name of that bitch? Apart from Jeffrey Epstein that was arrested, every elite, none of the elites were arrested, bro. But if you guys don't pay your one, if you guys don't pay a little tax, you are going to jail for tax, for your money. If you don't give them your own money, you go to jail for not giving them your own money, which is bullying. Let me just shut up before I get myself in trouble, but I can see everything. And also, you guys, what I'm gonna tell you guys, complaining wouldn't do anything about it. I don't want you guys to be complaining about, oh, the system is rigged. Like I said, look at the chessboard and try to find out how to win. That's what I've been doing. I'm like, the system is rigged. They've been scamming us. They've been lying to us. How the fuck am I gonna win? That's how my brain works. I'm not here to fight Trump or to fight the elites. They can keep on doing whatever the fuck they want. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to win. And that's the best mindset to have. Because if you guys keep on complaining the system needs to change, the system is not gonna change. Because who are the people that make the rules? The elites. They have the most money, they make the rules. All these politicians, they buy all the politicians. So the system can never change because they have the money and they make the rules. What you can do, try to make as much money as possible. Try to figure out how to beat the system. That's the only thing you can do. Somebody said this world we are living in fair. You got to break out of the system. 1000%. You got to break out the system, the matrix. Being in the matrix can be miserable, bro. Like living in this fucking simulation it can be fucking miserable, right? Somebody said Trump just announced he will sign a crypto market structure bill. Is that true? Let me go to Twitter because Twitter says everything, right? I see everything on Twitter. Wow. I wanted to open this news, but before we talk about it, let's read this. Retail got played again. Trump team has dumped $47 million worth of Trump. You guys can remember the Trump meme coin he launched in just 3 weeks. Meanwhile, those who bought $10,000 worth of Trump last year only have $300 now. You guys are seeing what I've been telling you guys. Even this Trump coin, I turned my $2,000 to $200 because I bought this coin too. I put about $2,000 on Trump coin when it was launched, right? Turned the $2,000 to like $200. You guys have seen how we are getting played. We are getting scammed. And they want you guys to be good citizens, to be a good person, pay your tax, do this. Fuck them. Tell them to go fuck themselves, bro. Tell the government, tell the elites, tell these pedophiles to fucking go fuck themselves. If you can find a way to like beat the system, fucking do it. And also, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm fucking kidding, bro. Let me just put it out there. Because I know these people that run these matrix are fucking psychopaths, man. If they want to fuck me up, they can fuck me up, bro. They're gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy, bro? Who the fuck is this guy, bro? Because we have psychopaths running the system. So for the person who's talking about the crypto bill, let's see whether we can find anything regarding the crypto bill. Oh, there is a news that just came out recently. So just in President Trump says crypto is a big industry that has to become mainstream.
Want to lead in AI do well. Crypto is a big industry. It's become somewhat mainstream. The banks have it, people have it, and I think as the leader of the country, we want to lead in AI. And we're leading China by a lot in AI, and we're also leading in crypto. Do well.
Man, they are just coming us, bro. Crypto, 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 crypto. All this shit is just bullshit, man. He was the one that just dumped his Trump meme coin. He dumped it. They sold for the 7. It's all is calm, guys. It's all is calm. Any other question, guys? Someone is asking how, which time frame is this? So I'm currently on a 4-hour candle right now, 4-hour time frame. What's up, Aliva? Welcome to the live stream. Enigma, I saw. We gotta do family stuff. Nice. Have a good one. Do you guys have any other question for me? And also for those who are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you guys should subscribe, right? One thing I like about YouTube, I can say as much truth as possible on my YouTube. When I'm speaking truth on my TikTok, either I get banned or I get shadow banned or something like that. But I can speak my mind on YouTube without getting without getting shadow banned or anything, right? So for those who are not subscribed, this is my main channel. So YouTube is my main channel, right? I post every day. But other platforms like TikTok is just, I don't take it seriously anymore. Someone is asking, do you do live every day? Yeah, I do live every day, and you can see it over here on my banner. So live every day at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. But what I started doing from today, I started doing 2 live streams a day because not everybody can be able to attend the 5 p.m. Mountain Time live stream because it might be a different time in whatever country you are living. So I'm doing 2 live streams right now. One at 9 a.m. Mountain Time in the morning time, and then another one in the evening time. So if you're not able to attend the morning live stream, you can attend the evening live stream. And during our live streams, we kind of break down the markets, tell you guys whatever direction the market is going, and after that, we then do a Q&A section. Like I go through all my comments, I reply every comment, bro. I'm not like those YouTubers that just ignore you guys. I do reply every comment whenever I'm doing my live streams. Someone is asking, Amy is asking, how do you see the mindset of investing $10? Investing $10, like what is 10? I don't fully understand your question. Like, what is $10 gonna give you? If you invest in $10 is nothing. What's it gonna give you? You're gonna make nothing by investing $10, right? Yo, Chai King said in the 4-hour time frame, I see a major break of structure if you zoom out on BTC. So that's BTC right now. That's BTC right now. BTC, I still believe that we're gonna be breaking 80s very soon. BTC breaking the 80s is actually programmed. Atu is asking, can a beginner join? So my academy is mainly for beginners, right? So if you're a beginner right now, what the academy does, it kind of helps you to like understand crypto. So with my signals are gonna help you to like, even though you can't trade right now, you can just follow the signals. And once you become a good trader, you can start, doing your own trades. But we share signals on a weekly basis, right? Weekly swings. And also we have futures trading education, market updates, mentorship, and so many others. So if you want to join, go to godoffinanceacademy.com and then scroll all the way down and you're gonna see the link to my academy and then click there and then you can join. Somebody said trade the $10, make it grow 2x, do that 12 times in a row, and you become a millionaire. You're trying to double $10, keep on doubling $10. Why not put $100 and keep on doubling $100? Why not put on $500? If you if you're actually a good trader, you know how to trade. You've become good at trading. Why use little money to trade? You want to use big amounts of money so you can make more return, right? The same energy, the same energy it will take to turn $10 to $20 is the same energy to like it's gonna take to turn $100,000 to $200,000. That's still a 2x. So instead of wasting that energy trying to grow 10 to 20, go with bigger capital, right? I'm not saying you should go with $100,000, but I'm saying like go with bigger capital. Someone is asking, all right, job work has a very good question. What will happen between Iran and the US few weeks from now? No, next few weeks, and how will the market react from it? So this war have been even me right now. I'm beginning to get confused because first of all, with this war going on in Iran, market was supposed to dump. I don't see the need. I don't see the reason why S&P 500, Nasdaq, all the coins, like all the stocks right now, all the ETFs right now, they are going parabolic. Why there is a war going on in the Middle East? It doesn't make sense to me, right? So what I'm thinking right now is that the US government, they will keep on pumping this shit, but I don't know how much they can sustain this for. And also the reason why they keep on pumping this shit is because they think the war between Iran and United States is gonna be quick. But if this war extends, past 2026, the level of market crash we're gonna see in the stock market is gonna be chaotic, bro. Because if you look at the US stock market right now, everything is currently inflated. S&P 500, all the stocks, S&P 500, Tesla, Nvidia, all the stocks, that's not actually their real price. I think they are currently in a bubble right now. So very soon the bubble is gonna bust. Somebody said I hate this attitude, but who the fuck is this loser? Who the fuck is this loser, bro? And over here for losers, I don't even have time for, maybe the word speak as a winner triggers these losers, man. One thing about losers, when winners speak, attitude of winners triggers losers. So if I'm triggering you, you might be a fucking loser, bro. Any other question, guys? Let me know. We shouldn't let negative people kill the energy. When someone is being negative, we call them losers, kick them out, and we continue. We are here to win, bro. That's our mindset. We are here to win. That's the only thing we think about, winning. No negativity, no, all these dramas. We don't have energy for that. We are here to win. So, but I like this comment. I feel like this guy is currently. Some of you guys are weak. Someone said they are manipulating the market with this war. It's all planned. Everything is all planned, guys. This guy, I think you are weak. You know what's happening right now. So it's all planned, and that's why I'm telling you guys. Even trading right now, I'm kind of like, if you guys are trading, have your risk, you want to have your risk management in place, man. You want to have your stop loss in place because when the crash comes, you want to be ready when the crash comes, man. Imagine the market keeps on pumping, pumping, you get overconfident, and the crash comes. All of a sudden, you fucking get wrecked. So you guys should watch out, bro. All right, Job Work is asking any updates on the Clarity Act. And right now, I haven't seen any updates yet regarding the Clarity Act, right? But even without the Clarity Act, BTC keeps on breaking multiple all-time highs. We've been in an uptrend for a while. As you can see, the market has been breaking multiple all-time highs. And very soon, we're going to be breaking the 80s too. So even without it, market is doing good. But I still believe that they're going to pass it around sometime in Q2, this Q2. But we're going to see. Right, someone is asking, should we go for prop firm? If yes, which one is legit? For prop, I don't actually use prop firm. I trade with my own money, right? Like I do have excess cash to actually trade. Even though you don't have excess cash like me, like you can start trading with $100. I'm not fucking kidding you. You can start trading with like $50. Just go to Hyperliquid right now, throw $50 into this account, and with the $50, 10x leverage. That's a position of like, you can open a position of $500. With your $50, 20 years leverage, you can open a position of $1,000. I'm not telling you to use that amount of leverage. If you don't have experience with leverage, go with very small leverage. But I prefer you trading with your own capital, right? You know. Let me drink some water. How much time do I have left? I got about 20 more minutes left. So I still have enough time to answer more questions. I'll be right back, guys. Let me just get some water, you know, because I've been talking for the past almost 2 hours right now. Let me just get some water. Any other question for me, guys? And thanks for sharing the live stream SDC. I really appreciate the support. Anytime he shows up, he always shows support, right? Do you guys have any other assets you'd like me to analyze? So we've done BTC, we've done gold, we've done silver, we've done which other one? So BTC, gold, silver. We've done Ethereum, we've done oil. So if you guys have any other assets you'd like me to look into, just drop it on the comment section. And as this is asking, have you opened a position on BTC yet? No, I haven't. But I'll be opening a position very soon. Because what we are trying to do for BTC, we are trying to like ride it into the 80s, you know, because we've been in an uptrend for a while. So I see a breakout happening soon. So very soon we're gonna be breaking the 80s, right? Also, I've seen like multiple confluences because before I enter a trade, I like to have multiple confluences, but I want to wait a little bit because You might enter right now. This current geopolitical tension in Iran might make the market go in the opposite direction, right? So I'm waiting for a perfect entry. I can see Nasdaq. Let's go to Nasdaq. Let's go to Nasdaq. Damn. Damn. This shit. You guys should get ready for. I can't tell you guys when the market crash is gonna come. What I can tell you guys is like when this market crash comes, it's gonna be catastrophic. Nasdaq has been breaking multiple all-time highs too. Guys, this shit doesn't make sense. With the war, guy, let me explain to you why this shit doesn't make sense. The stock market had a bull run in 2025. The 2026 is supposed to be a bear market. And also based on previous cycle, back in 2021, we had a bull run for the stock market. And 2022, the bear market came. Meaning based on previous cycle, we're supposed to be experiencing a bear market right now for stock market. But everything is just pumping, breaking all-time highs. And you guys are telling me that the United States governments are not the one pumping this shit. They are pumping it. And the reason why they're doing it is they think that the war between Iran and United States is gonna be quick. So they can just win the war and But if this war extend past 2026, how far can they keep on pumping this shit? So very soon we're gonna have like I can't tell you the exact date because I, I can't tell you the exact date, but what I can tell you for sure, we're gonna have a market crash. And the reason why I'm saying so is because United States right now they're spending billions of dollars on this war alone. So on a daily basis, they're spending billions on the war alone. And at the same time, they're spending billions holding the stock market to keep it afloat. So that's double spending. You guys should get ready, bro. And when the market crash comes, I'll be like I was one of the guys that was showing up live every day to predict this. You know. But we're gonna see. Bob Crypto said the US economy is about to collapse. I won't be surprised, bro. I won't be surprised if the US economy, if it collapses, I would be like, I saw that coming. I definitely saw that coming. All right, Job Work has a very good question. He's asking, let's say crypto goes to the moon. You realize you want to move. Which country should we go and which passport should we get? For country to go, I feel like when it comes to crypto, Dubai is the place everybody goes to. When everybody starts making fuck you money, they go to Dubai. Because Dubai, you pay no tax, right? So Dubai is gonna be the best spot to go. And if you're making money and you go to Dubai, you're gonna see like other ballers too that got money, right? So that would be the spot to go. Somebody said New Zealand. New Zealand, is it tax free? Because for Dubai, I know Dubai is tax free. You don't pay tax on income, no income tax. And you get an Emirate passport. So far, you got money. You can get anything, bro. Money moves the world. So far, you've made money in crypto. Getting Emirate passport is not a problem. And somebody said Thailand. I don't even know what I want to live in Thailand, bro. Like I see people going to Thailand. I don't know what I want to live there, man. Man, if I'm to move, to be honest with you, I think I would just move to Nigeria because that's my original country. So I'll just move back to Nigeria, right? And just buy the whole country. Somebody said lady boy. Yeah, in Thailand, there are so many lady boys in Thailand, bro. There are so many lady boys in Thailand. Let's go back to BTC. When I look at the US stock market, I fucking panic with this level of manipulation, even though the market is pumping high. But you guys can see that this doesn't look natural. Even if you guys look at the chart doesn't even look natural. You guys can know that these guys are using algorithm and billions of dollars to pump this shit. They're using algorithm and billions of dollars to pump this shit. That's why the chart doesn't fully look natural. But the crash is coming sometime. I can't give you the exact time, but we're gonna be seeing a crash sometime in 2026. Somebody said, no, stop. You can buy my country in Nigeria. That's true, though. That's true. Because the richest black man in the world is from Nigeria. He's worth about $20 billion, bro. Like, and that's like the richest black man in the whole world. He's Nigerian, right? Aliko Dangote. This guy has been the richest right from when I was in kindergarten. Because I can remember when I was in kindergarten, this guy was the richest. I'm like, how is he still the richest still now? Don't worry, I'm gonna fucking surpass him, bro. I'm gonna fucking surpass him. So he's worth about $20 billion. I would try to like, how old is this guy? How old is Aliko Dangote? Oh, 69 years old. He's an old man. I'm still young, man. I still have time. I still have time. I think I can surpass him though. I think I can definitely surpass him. Emma Omega said, "Looks like your dad is a prophet." I still remember you said BTC will hit 79 to $80,000, and it did. The reason why my prediction have been this accurate is because all I study is BTC. Even when I'm done with my live stream right now, what I'll be looking at is BTC. So if you keep on studying the chart over and over and over and over again, with time, it will be very easy for you to predict. And that's why I'm telling you guys, if you guys want to trade, instead of like trying to trade multiple assets, just find one asset class, study it all the time, and trade it. That would be the best. And that's why all my predictions are like fucking spot on. All of them. And you guys can do it too. You guys might think I have a supernatural power. What I'm doing right now, you guys can actually do it, to be honest with you. You just have to put in the time, bro. Someone is asking, can we long BTC now? So I'll be longing BTC. I have the signal ready, but I'm waiting for BTC to come to the price I like. I'm waiting for it to like pull back to like around that 76,500 for my entry. It's currently at 77,500. The best to do either to go long or short. So going long is the best thing to do for BTC. But entering right now, I wouldn't be entering right now. I like to wait for it to pull back, right? So I can get a better price. So around that 77,000, 76,500, maybe if it pulls back towards this 50 EMA region, that would be a perfect entry. Even when I have my perfect entry, I like having my DCA points too, so I don't fully enter, right? So that's how I play it. Whenever I'm placing my trade, I do it in such a way that I'm manipulation proof. So even though they are manipulating the market, I do it in a way it doesn't affect me. Emmanuel Omega said, if it's not supernatural power, then your dad is a prophet because your prediction hits exactly target. Yeah, I've been doing it for a while, but I thank you, bro. I've been doing it for a while. So it's all about experience. I've been in the game since 2015. That's when I've been looking at the market. So everything, all my predictions being super accurate is based on experience. Any other question, family? And also for those who are joining on YouTube for the first time, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. And if you're watching on TikTok and you're not following, make sure you hit that follow button and turn your notification bell too so you can get notified whenever I go live. And for those of you that want to have access to my, what the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that, man? Oh, I thought the CIA was coming for me right now, bro. Cool. What did I wanted to say before this moron fucking distracted me? Yeah, so what I'm trying to talk about right now is like, so for those of you who are new to like, if you guys really want to learn trading, um, you can actually join the academy. So my academy is God of Finance Academy. So I do share signals. And you guys have seen all my signals. You guys have seen my predictions. My predictions have been accurate. Even me predicting Bitcoin to like 79 to $80,000 happened exactly. And also when it comes to the BTC trade we took, we got into BTC around here at the bottom. We got in around here, around that $65,000 at the bottom. We caught it at the bottom and we drove it all the way to like 74,500. So we bought it right here at around here and we kind of like took the final take profit at around here 74,500. I didn't want to be too greedy to like hold it for long, but it was a solid, TP level, right? So if you guys want to be having signals in real time for my Discord, just join the academy. So when you join the academy, you're gonna have access to future swing trade signal for stocks, crypto, and commodities, futures trading education, market updates, mentorship, daily live streams plus live Q&A, fundamental and technical analysis, and then fitness and wellness program. And for all these benefits you're seeing right now is only $50 a month. This is basically free based on the kind of value you guys get. So it's actually nothing, right? Because I do offer so much value based on the current price. And if you guys want, you guys can go to my signals, the previous signals that I have on my Discord, my future signals. You guys can actually check it out for yourself to see how accurate I've been. And you guys can go to like, so that's the signal channel. All the signals go through it one after the other. Like 100% of them have been profitable. Not 80%, not 90%, but 100%, you know, have been profitable, right? So if you want to join the winning team, you can join the academy. Like I told you guys in this game, I'm the best. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm number one. Any other question, guys? I do have about 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes left. Because I've been doing the live for like 2 hours now. 2 hours of constant live stream. Somebody said someone just tried to take out Trump. Can anybody confirm the news? The news I'm just seeing right now, can anybody confirm it? Someone said that there is someone that tried to like take out Trump. Can anybody confirm whether that's true or not? Because all this someone trying to take out Trump, I feel like that's staged. Even before Trump got into the office, you guys know his shooting was. I don't want to get myself in trouble, but his shooting was actually staged. That Trump shooting that went through his ear, that shit was fucking staged. Like I told you guys, the world is a stage. We live in a matrix. The world is a stage. And we are the spectators. We are watching, right? Shit goes down the rabbit hole, man. Somebody's asking why you sell Signal if you're a trader. I'm showing you guys what I'm doing. So I'm not just selling Signal, that's an academy. So you guys are gonna be having access to like trading education. You're gonna have access to mentorship, live streams, technical analysis, fitness program. So that's just not like a copy Signal kind of stuff. It's more of like my academy. It's, and I'm the best in this game. You feel me? Any more minutes I got? I got about 3 more minutes. Any other question before I go, guys? Any other question? All right, seems like you guys got no more questions. So for those who are not following me on TikTok, not TikTok, fuck TikTok, man. I don't like that platform. So if you're not following me on X, make sure you follow me on X. So I do my updates. So if you guys want to be seeing my updates in real time, X is the place to be, bruh. Like I spend most of my time on crypto Twitter, right? So if you're not following, that's my username, the God of Finance. Make sure you follow me on X, and you're gonna be seeing my updates. And also for my Instagram, for those of you that want to see my lifestyle, that want to see how I roll, how I ball, you know, because I'm a G, I'm a fucking G, right? If you want to see my lifestyle, want to see how I roll, want to see how I ball, make sure you follow me on Instagram. And then another one is my YouTube. For those of you who are not subscribed to my channel, so my YouTube is like more of like my long form videos, right? So if you're watching on TikTok and you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. Any other question, guys? About crypto, you're a winner. That's and also me being a winner, I'm trying to make you guys a winner, bro. Like you guys seeing someone on my level coming up here every day, spending 2 hours, 3 hours a day, giving you guys pure value. Not everybody can do that. Most people at my level, they get too egotistical. They feel like they're too big to reply you guys. They don't reply you guys. But over here, I do reply each and every one of you, bro. And also, it doesn't matter whatever question you guys ask. Because over here in my live stream, there is nothing like stupid question. Every question you guys ask, I do answer every question. So I'm gonna say I was scrolling forever to get your live session. I'm gonna follow you. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Also, I'll be traveling to Mexico next week Saturday. So the results I'm going is a party resort. So what you guys are gonna be seeing most of the time, I'm still gonna do my live stream, but I'll be partying like crazy. Like because the reason why I'm going there to like party and have a good time, I've been working like a motherfucker. And all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, right? So I've been working crazy. So I'll be heading to Mexico next week Saturday. But I'll still be doing my life. I'll still be delivering value to you guys when I go to Mexico. Any other question before I go? All right, seems like you guys got no more question. All right, love you guys. I really appreciate everybody that showed up for the live stream today. And if you're joining for the first time, you're not following, make sure you follow me on TikTok. Turn on your notification bell. For those who are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And whatever platform you guys are watching, because I'm doing my live stream on all the platforms: Instagram, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Facebook, X. So whatever platform you guys are watching and you're not subscribed or you're not following, make sure you do follow me. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.